Picture this, you're cruising through the French countryside at walking pace. Vineyards on one side, medieval villages on the other. A glass of wine in the evening, fresh bread in the morning, no waves, no tides, no rushing anywhere. Sounds perfect, right? But chartering a canal boat in France isn't just a floating fairy tale. There are real upsides and a few surprises no one puts in the brochures. So today, we're breaking it all down, the real benefits, the real drawbacks, and whether a French canal boat holiday is actually worth it for you. So kick off your shoes and come barefoot with us. We're here at the heart of the charter boat business in France, wouldn't you say? It's a hub.
That's right. We're in Burgundy or Saint-Jean-de-Lone, and this, as you can see, is a huge hub of boats, both private and charter boats. And there is a La Boat centre right here, and we have chartered a boat from here in the past.
We have.
A lovely little trip. We were just doing a little test sail to see what things were like on canal boats on the rivers and canals.
So that's a really good way for you to experience life on board, on the canals and the rivers, to see if that's the kind of lifestyle you'd really like. It doesn't have to cost you very much. We'll put a list of costings and things like that. But this is a really good way of testing and measuring before you actually buy.
Yeah, very important, because while a bit like sailing boats on the open ocean, you might think it's going to be an experience of one sort, and it turns out to be something completely different. And so chartering a boat before you buy is, we think, a very valuable exercise, because you get a really good idea of what it's like and experience how, you know, it is really, really slow. Like when you're used to driving cars or even sailing boats at 6 to 10 knots, you slow down to 5 knots,
yes,
or 8 kilometers an hour is the speed limit in the canals. So you generally go very, very slowly, and it is a very peaceful, calm, relaxing process. It is not a high stress. Sometimes it's stressy in the locks.
Not very stressed.
But not usually. If you drop lines or you're trying to get attached,
doesn't really matter.
for a little while, but you're well protected with the fenders and the protections.
It's a laid-back, chilled-out way of cruising.
That's right, relaxing and enjoyable, and you pull into the little villages and you explore the local landscape, but you don't cover much ground. You can travel for weeks and weeks and get there in about 2 or 3 hours in a car.
But the really beautiful thing about the canals is they are long. You can go from country to country, actually.
Yep.
You can travel from where?
Well, all over Europe. Obviously the main countries are Holland, Belgium and France, Germany, but you go all the way through to Hungary and Istanbul even, so you can traverse the whole of the continent and come out in the Black Sea if it's legal, but certainly all the way to Budapest, Hungary and the countries in between, Austria.
Yep. So we thought we would feature how to go about hiring a boat in France, where to come. So we've done all the legwork for you. You can contact these guys and you can arrange to charter a boat in summer, which would be, well, spring and summer, which would be the ideal time. They actually close down for the winter time from the 31st of October. So from that time between, I'd say about April, it would be a really good time to charter a boat. But you will need to book in advance because they are really heavily booked in summer.
But if you want it cheaper, then get the shoulder season. So that's September, October or May, June, where you'd get much better prices.
So let's talk about different areas that you can charter boats in France. Burgundy, which is the region of Saint-Jean-de-Lone, is a classic canal dream. Vineyards, stone villages and slow, elegant cruising. Perfect for food, exceptional wine and cycling. Dull if you want energy or drama. The Loire and Nivernais are wilder and more atmospheric, with forests, rivers, medieval towns, and this is great for history lovers, but you've got to expect a lot more locks and more work, because the canals are small and going up significant mountains. The Canal du Midi is the famous one, with the famous trees lining the banks, sunshine, Roman engineering, beautiful but busy, ideal for first-timers but painful if you hate crowds or heat, amazing castles and historic villages. Brittany is green, cool and easygoing, with short days and friendly locks. Fantastic for families and beginners, less about wine, more about crepes and cider. The Charente area is gentle, elegant and hugely underrated. Wide rivers, few locks, easy cruising, not much drama, nice and calm. The Aquitaine area has big waterways, several rivers and a real sense of journey. Best for confident crews who want space, but not for short, lazy days. Alsace is up north in the mountains, compact, charming, and totally distinctive, with half-timbered villages and vineyards, easy cruising and great food, but no big distances or wild scenery. In a week of cruising, you will only cover a small distance, so don't be too ambitious about how far you can go. So now, let's look at what boats are available to charter and how much they cost. Of course, when chartering, you will definitely get better value if you have more people in the boat, and obviously if you go off-season. So here is the Cirrus, which is a one-cabin boat that can sleep 4 people, as long as you're happy to have 2 people in the saloon. The next size up would be like the Caprice that has 2 cabins, and using the saloon can sleep 6 people. Go larger again and you get the Dancer 4 that has 4 double cabins, and add 2 in the saloon again, it makes sleeping for 10 people. Here is a table of costs to give you some idea of the sort of prices you will pay at different times of the year for the different size of boats. And as you can see, the prices vary from under $1,000 per week to up to $3,400 per week. But per person, the bigger boats are dramatically cheaper. You'll also notice that the popular areas like the Canal du Midi are more expensive because of the higher demand. So take this into consideration if price is a driving factor.
So to the disadvantages. It may not be cheap. Charter prices can look reasonable until you add everything up. You'll pay for the boat, the fuel, the mooring fees in some areas, bikes, Wi-Fi, or upgrades, and eating out most nights. Peak summer weeks can cost as much as a high-end resort in the holiday season. You have to work pretty hard to make it a budget trip. Locks can be hard work. Locks are charming at first, but after your 10th lock of the day, the heat and sore arms, they feel a lot less romantic. Our maximum lock number for one day was 31, and we were completely spent by the end of the day. Some routes have 6 to 8 lock staircases, and some have many locks close together. And someone always ends up doing the heavy work, and if you have mobility issues, this matters. Space is limited. No matter how well designed the boat is, it's still a boat. Cabins are small, storage is tight, and privacy can disappear quickly in bad weather. And if your group doesn't get along well, you'll find out very fast. It's very weather dependent. Too hot and the boat turns into an oven. Too wet and you're stuck inside. Windy, docking becomes stressful. Canal boating is forgiving, but weather still shapes the experience. It's slow, and that's not for everyone. Some people love the pace. Others get bored by day 3. If you need constant stimulation, nightlife or action, this may feel frustrating rather than relaxing. You can't swim in many canals. The surprising thing is, it's not a good idea to swim in most of the canals. Unlike flowing rivers that are self-cleaning, any debris, dead animals and waste products sit stagnant in the canals. It was really nice when we got to fresh flowing rivers to be able to swim freely and enjoy the water. Although there is disadvantages in every boating experience, we have found that the advantages hugely outweigh the disadvantages for this lifestyle.
Another really cool thing is once you've tried and tested one of LeBoat's boats and cruise the canals for whatever length of time you want to, if you really like that style of boat and that way of life, you can actually purchase a boat from LeBoat and put it into the pool like you can the moorings with Leopard.
So it's really good. You get a certain number of weeks of usage, and they continue to use your boat when you're not on it for charter, so you're generating money. It's paying the boat itself off, so it's a really good way of getting a boat which is self-sustaining, and then at the end of a number of years you can either own it or sell it back to the boat, or they sell it for you.
So there you have it, guys. This gives you a really great introduction, where to, how to, and what it's like to. We'll present it to you so you don't have to do all that legwork, which is what we had to do many years ago when we wanted to cruise the canals.
And learn the hard lessons.
Yes.
We will share those ones with you too, so you have forewarning of what not to do.
But look, this is a great way to start to test the waters, pardon the pun. If this is the kind of lifestyle you want to do either as a holiday type thing or as more of a permanent type thing to come cruise for the summer and then winter your boat and go back to life in wherever you come from.
Yeah.
So it's a try before you buy, and it's a really awesome way of doing it. So we hope you've enjoyed this so far and got value. There's going to be a lot more coming up of exciting things and information about how you can get out on the water as fast as possible with as little cost as possible to start enjoying that cruising lifestyle. So if that's something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button if you already haven't, and like and hit the notification button as well, because we don't want you to miss out on all the great things we have coming up.
So as always, thank you to our wonderful Patreons that help support our charity Tough Minds, that are helping people and saving lives from suicide every single day. Share it with those friends, especially the ones that say, one day when I can afford it, because truthfully, they probably already can. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye from us.
All the best, guys. Like, subscribe, and ding the bell so you don't miss out on all of those exciting episodes coming up.
No, that's not exciting enough.
Okay. I was trying. I tried to just run it in.
So we hope you've really enjoyed this. So we
Dad.
I know. So we hope.
He's mine. He's all mine. He's talked to you guys enough. It's my turn.